I'm David. You might know me as the guy who, well, took on a giant. But let me tell you, it wasn't always easy being the smallest shepherd in the valley. Every day I'd watch over my flock, dreaming of something more. The other shepherds, they'd laugh at me, you know.
Look at little David, thinking he'll be more than just a shepherd boy.
But I knew deep down that I was meant for something greater. I just didn't know what yet. Then one day, everything changed. The Philistine army arrived, led by a warrior so huge he made grown men tremble.
Who dares to face me in battle? Is there no one among you brave enough?
I couldn't believe my eyes. This was Goliath, 9 feet tall and armed to the teeth.
We're doomed. No one can defeat such a monster.
I looked around. Everyone was paralyzed with fear. Even the bravest soldiers were shaking in their sandals.
I'll go.
I don't know what came over me. Maybe it was courage, maybe it was foolishness. But I knew I had to step up.
But you're just a boy. How can you fight this warrior?
The Lord who rescued me from the claws of the lion and the bear will rescue me from this Philistine.
Instead, I picked up my shepherd's staff and chose 5 smooth stones from the stream. Sometimes the simplest tools are the most powerful. As I stepped onto the battlefield, I felt so small. The army behind me, they were whispering, doubting. But then I remembered, sometimes the smallest one carries the biggest faith.
Am I a dog? That you come at me with sticks? Come here and I'll give your flesh to the birds and wild animals.
You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty.
I could see the confusion in Goliath's eyes. He expected a warrior, but here I was, just a boy with a sling. Time seemed to slow down as I loaded my sling. 1 smooth stone. That's all it took. I spun the sling around and around, faster and faster. The stone flew true, straight to Goliath's forehead. The giant swayed for a moment, like a great tree about to fall. Then, with a thunderous crash, he collapsed to the ground. The battlefield fell silent. No one could believe what they had just seen.
The battle is the Lord's, and he has given you into our hands.
Suddenly, a cheer erupted from our army. The Philistines, seeing their champion fallen, turned and ran. In that moment, everything changed. I wasn't just David the shepherd boy anymore. I had become David the giant slayer. As I stood there holding Goliath's enormous sword, I realized something important. You see, courage isn't about size. It's about spirit. And faith can move mountains. Or in this case, bring down giants. That day, I learned that even the smallest person can make the biggest difference. All it takes is belief in yourself and something greater than yourself. So remember, no matter how small you feel, no matter how big your challenges seem, you have the power to overcome. Because true strength comes from within. And who knows, maybe you'll surprise yourself. After all, I was just a shepherd boy who became a king. So go ahead, face your giants. You might just make history.